from the Lakeside Newsroom of the Henrico Citizen, your hometown news source since 2001. This is the Henrico News Minute with publisher Tom Lapis.
A Henrico police officer facing charges of abduction and domestic assault. Why COVID vaccines are now coming to you. And a Black Lives Matter rally and march planned in the West End tomorrow. We'll have details in today's Henrico News Minute. It's Friday, June 4th, 2021. It's brought to you today by Henrico County.
And now for the news.
A Henrico police officer is facing charges of felony abduction, domestic assault, and felony credit card theft in James City County, where he lives. That's according to the James City County Police Department. Robert Luke Swift, 24, is being held at the Virginia Peninsula Regional Jail. A victim reported the alleged incidents to James City County Police June 2nd. She said they took place at a residence in Toano and inside a vehicle while driving in the James City County area May 27th and June 1st. She reported suffering a cut inside her mouth. Now, Swift faces 2 charges of felony abduction and 1 charge of domestic assault and felony credit card theft. In a statement yesterday, Henrico Police Chief Eric English indicated that the division's Office of Professional Standards would be reviewing the allegations against Swift and would be working closely with the James City County Police Department. English said, quote, "Our sworn personnel are held to a higher caliber and we recognize the severity of the allegations. We will monitor this case through our justice system to conclusion," end quote. Black Lives Matter 804 and Urban League of Greater Richmond Young Professionals will hold a community walk for justice tomorrow from noon to 4 p.m. That's according to event organizers from the 2 groups. It'll take place in Henrico's West End. The groups will march from Tucker High School on Parham Road across Broad Street to the Henrico Police Headquarters, about a mile or so away, and then back. The march is designed to verbalize and show support for a set of 6 priorities that the organizations want law enforcement agencies and local government to implement. They include adopting the Breathe Act, which was proposed legislation put forth by the Electoral Justice Project of the Movement for Black Lives. It would reallocate funding from police agencies to mental health officials, counselors, and other interventionists who could respond to domestic violence situations instead of police. They also want a federal commission to study the legacy of slavery in the U.S. and the ongoing harm it caused. They want marijuana prohibitions to be repealed and funding of reparations for those arrested and charged with drug offenses in the past. They want to end qualified immunity for police officers, free people wrongly convicted, and establish civilian review boards statewide. Well, there's a new way to be vaccinated against COVID-19 if you live in Henrico or Richmond. The Richmond and Henrico health districts will come to you. If you have a small group or a larger group of coworkers, friends, family members, or neighbors, you can call the agency and request a mobile vaccination team called the Cool Cube Crew to come visit you. The effort is so named because the small team of officials will arrive with a portable freezer stocked with vaccines. Now, to make a request, you can visit vax.rchd.com and complete a form. There's not a minimum number of people who must be vaccinated at a Cool Cube event, according to the agency, but it'll prioritize requests that either would offer vaccines to the largest number of people at one time or would support efforts to reach members of populations with low vaccination rates to date. The Cool Cube effort is not designed to serve individual residents. If you are a person who needs assistance being vaccinated, and if you're homebound, you can call the hotline at 205-3501 to request a visit from a different mobile crew. You can read more about the agency's vaccination efforts right now at henricocitizen.com. Well, the annual Fortune 1000 list of U.S.-based publicly traded businesses with the highest levels of annual revenue came out on Wednesday, and 7 Henrico companies made the list. Topping that group was Altria Group, the tobacco giant, ranked number 138 in the nation with almost $21 billion in revenue. It was up from the 167th spot the year before. Also part of the Fortune 500 were Markel Corporation at number 311 and Genworth Financial at number 348. ASGN Inc., a technology staffing company that moved to Henrico from California, ranked number 612 622. The Brinks Company was checking in at 650. Arco Corp, the parent company of Fastmart and other convenience store chains, ranked number 681. And Newmarket Corp, a fuel additives producer, checked in at number 954. Tomorrow is opening day for the Farmers Market season at Dorey Park. The Dorey Park Farmers Market will operate every Saturday through October from 9 a.m. to noon. It'll feature local farmers and artisans selling a variety of fresh produce, baked goods, honey, eggs, and locally made items. For details, call 314-9739 or visit DoreyParkFarmersMarket.org. And also tomorrow from 9 a.m. to noon at Dorey Park, Henrico Recreation and Parks will host its annual Celebrate Varina event. The festival will feature live music, inflatables, vendors, food trucks, and more. For details, you can visit henrico.us/REC. When racing returns to Richmond Raceway later this fall, so will all the fans. The racetrack announced earlier this week that it'll be at full capacity for its playoff race weekend, September 10th and 11th. There will be no restrictions on the number of fans allowed in attendance for either the Go Bowling 250 at 2:30 September 11th or the Federated Auto Parts 400 Cup Series playoff race that night at 7:30. Grandstands also will be fully open for the Virginia is for Racing Lovers 150 NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour race on Friday, September 10th. The race weekend will kick off with a concert September 9th featuring Cody Jenks. For ticket information, visit richmondraceway.com. Before you go out to eat tonight or this weekend, you'll want to check out our weekly restaurant watch. It's our roundup of recent health inspections of Henrico restaurants. You can find it right now on henricocitizen.com. Just click on dining and then restaurant watch. Today's Henrico News Minute has been brought to you by Henrico County and the Capital Region Workforce Partnership, which are planning 2 employment and resource fairs this month. The first occurs Saturday, June 12th at the Virginia CareerWorks Henrico Center at 121 Cedar Fork Road in Henrico County. To learn more, visit vcwcapital.com. That's capital with an A.